Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of the fabrication video for the 2 bumper build for the 4Runner. In this part, I'm going to go over stuff in detail, catch you guys up, explain everything that I wasn't able to explain in part 1 because I wasn't ready. And everything was just kind of last minute. Friends came over to help me and I just kind of forgot about filming. I filmed as much as I could, but I didn't get as much stuff as I would like to put in that video. So anyway, here it goes. So this is where we're at this point after part 1. I did trim the ends. I haven't capped them yet, so they're still open. I did buy the caps for them, so I'll definitely cap that. I trimmed it to this. I may trim them here. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm not sure I like the look yet, but we'll see. So in part 2, right now I'm going to a metal shop because I got to pick up some more metal. I got to get a skid plate. I'm going to weld a bar here between the frame rails. Then I'm going to weld a skid plate like that on little tabs. And I haven't decided what metal I'm going to use for the vertical slats just yet. I'll probably just use the small round tube or flat stock, flat bar, whatever it's called. I got to remove these crushed corner things because they're useless and clean up my welds. I used the 110 welder on this, and I think I'm going to use a 220 on everything because some of the welds are just not good because I ran out of gas and I didn't prep the surface. I didn't have anything that could reach here to take the paint off, so I'm going to grind these down and I'm going to prep the surface better. I bought some new tools to get in there so I can do a better job on welding that stuff. Other than that, we're going to put a light bar right here. So the light bar that was in the old bumper is going to go here. I think it's a 19 or 20 inch, something like that. That's going to go here, and then I'm going to put the round those big red round lights here, so they're going to go here, and then I'm going to gusset the corners and I'm going to put blinkers right here in the corners. So yeah, I might just do tabs and put them there without the gussets. I haven't decided yet. So we're gonna have blinkers here because I don't have any blinkers right now, or turn signals. The 7-inch lights are gonna go here, light bar here like I said, and a skid plate, cross brace, and then 2 bars going down to hold the skid plate. And then of course we're gonna paint it and kind of go from there. And if I want to add anything else at that point, we'll do that too. I'm also gonna trim the plastic here, and then there's a bracket that goes all the way in. I have to remove that to clean the look up a bit. These are just the wiring I tied out of the way for right now. It's for the light bar and for the turn signals. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this, so we'll see. We're gonna go from there. So anyway, I'm going to IMS right now, my favorite store for metal supply stuff. Take you guys with me and we'll get the skid plate and some extra metal. We'll see you guys at the store. All right, so I'm over here at IMS, Industrial Metal Supply. Probably sound funny because I'm wearing a mask on right now. Let's go in. Let's go check it out.
What you got? 15 pounds?
Yes, I don't know how much it costs.
That's what, 99 cents a pound? Was that standing up?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 1x2 1/8 inch stick. That is sold per each.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. All right, so they got all sorts of cool stuff here.
I believe that's sold by each.
Let's see, what are we looking for? This aluminum? I better ask. I have no idea where anything's at. Ooh, pre-cuts. Aluminum? Aluminium? Let's see.
Those are $10 a piece.
I have no idea. I better go get help because I have no idea where it's at. So I'm looking for is a 2x2 1/8 inch sheet of aluminum.
Actually, I'm gonna pay.
All right, well, they got these corner gussets. They're just way too thick. They're 3/16 thick, so I'm not gonna get that. Let's roll over here. I found the aluminum squares. 32 bucks, 2x2 1/8 inch thick. They're right here. So my skid plate. is gonna be my skid plate right here. It's pretty thick, like, I mean, that's pretty decent. So I'm just gonna make it out of that. 32 bucks. All right, and then we need light tabs. Where the hell are those? Where they are? 1/8 inch, 3/16. So we got 1/8 inch right here. 30 cents each. Oh, that's good. All right. And then you got long ones for 33 cents, or the shorter ones. I don't know which ones to get. No, I'll probably get like, I think for skid plate, probably want the longer ones. So I'll probably get like, I don't know, I'll probably get like 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 6 of these, and probably, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll probably get like 10 of these or something. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how big of a box you need, but I got a little one.
Little one, that'll work. I appreciate it. All right, thank you. So I got what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just get 10. Okay, I'm gonna go look for something else. All right, I got this little plate to make the gussets out of. It's cheap. Got a box of these, and then I'm gonna get that square 2x2 aluminum. All right, so there's my skid plate. There's that other piece. That should be all set. Just picked all that up.
I'll take this if you want.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow you.
Cool. Appreciate your help, boss.
No worries.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, take care.
Have a good one, man.
You
We'll see
too.
soon.
All right.
Want to close it for you?
Oh no, I got it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
all right.
organize it a little. All right, so we got the metal, got the tabs. Time to go home. I'll see you guys in a day. I'm gonna continue building the bumper then. All right, guys. So we're home now. It's been a few days since I went to the metal shop, and it's so windy. A dog crate got thrown across my yard. Like, I don't understand. It's ridiculous. Like 40-mile-an-hour winds right now. And I decided today I'm gonna work on this. So I got my plasma cutter right here. I had a neighbor put in a 220 outlet, so I have that in the garage now. I can actually run it. I got some new gloves from AutoZone. They were on sale, pretty cool. So this is 1.25" tubing. So I'll be making the brace between the frame rails is going to be 27.5 inches, and then each leg of the skid plate is 14.5, and they're going to be like a V like this. And then I have 2x2 sheet of aluminum that we picked up at a metal shop, and then I went to Harbor Freight and I picked up this tool, which is a die grinder. It's a 90-degree kind, so I just put this end piece on it. And we have an air compressor right here, so hopefully, what is it, 5 CFM? So yeah, that thing pushes 5 CFM. This requires 4 CFM to operate, so I think we're gonna be okay. Then I have to run the plasma cutter off the compressor as well. And then I picked up some abrasive discs and a few other little sanding bits. Remember I was telling you guys how my welds were not good in some spots. I couldn't reach and I ran out of gas. I didn't notice I ran out of gas, so I welded a few spots and they came out like crap. So I'm gonna use this on a straight die grinder to get in those places and get that done. So I'm gonna take the tube outside right now. I have a chop saw out there. I'll set up the camera and I'll cut it, and then we'll test fit it, and I'll fire up the air compressor and get the frame cleaned up from everything. Kind of go from there. All right guys, about to cut this. Alright guys, so for vertical tubes, I want to show you how I do this. I first cut it at a 30-degree angle, right? That's what looks good to me. And then I notched it, as you could see, like that. Alright. Let me show you, see if it fits nice. Sorry about the wind noise, it's just been crazy today. This is how I notch. I basically mark here, mark here, mark here, and mark here. Well, I first cut it to the angle that you want, right? So it's 30 degrees. That looks, you know, visually nice for a skid plate mount. And then in order to notch it, you just basically make a drawing like that. So you split the tube into 4 pieces like that, mark it. You know, you want to overlay it about 3/8 of an inch. So you just go down about 3/8 of an inch on each side and mark it, and then connect the dots like that. You take your flapper disc or angle grinder or whatever, and just keep working it till you get to that. Or you can use a chop saw or a notcher if you have one. I don't have one yet, so about to notch this one and then work on the bottom, and I'll show you guys how I do the bottom. Well, there you guys have it. I got it notched. Looks really good. Fits really good. There you go. And now we're just gonna have to cut this end off just to length, and then notch that end, and then tack weld it. All right guys, starting to come together. These bars, so they're notched, they're in. I couldn't get them to stay any other way with the stupid magnets. They're really upsetting me. They're not working right. They keep falling down. These are going to be in more, so imagine these two in more a little bit. So the bottom is going to be closer together, top's going to be closer together. So I'm going to tack one end right now, and then I'm going to measure, I'm going to eyeball one, tack it in, and then measure the same distance and tack the other one in, basically. All right guys, there it goes. Got those things all tacked in. Looking good, nice and even. I got 2 inches up here, 2-inch gap there, and then 8 3/4 down here on both sides, 2 inches up here. So yeah, we're just gonna plate that with aluminum. All right guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, next day here in beautiful SoCal. No more crazy windstorms to deal with. Oh man, yesterday was insane. It was so windy. It was like, and as soon as I got done working, it stopped. Anyway, so I cut the template of the skid plate, had to adjust it a little bit, and transferred it over to the aluminum. If I goof up, I have room for one more, basically. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out with a plasma cutter now and let you guys see that. All right, so I have a ruler or like a piece of metal lined up clamped, sheet clamped to the table, grounded, plasma cutter. So let's give it a shot. So here we have a plasma cutter, cut 50, 220 volt. It takes a air compressor right there, and we basically adjust the thickness and amperage over here. So let's hook all that up. Let's give it a shot. All right, here it goes. Hope you guys could see it. I hope this works. Garbage. What the hell? Yeah, that's not working. Yeah, that's not working at all. I don't know how people cut it online all super easy and smooth. This is not working. I mean, it kind of did it. Kinda. I don't understand why it's not cutting very well. Should I put a new tip on it? So the plasma cutter failed. My neighbor came over. I already gave you brake fluid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Came over, get some brake fluid, and he's like, "Why don't you just use a jigsaw?" I'm like, "Huh?" On YouTube, do it with a plasma cutter. Good thing I have more blades. Alright, so my neighbor ended up using an angle grinder after all to do the last cut. Because the jigsaw wasn't working that great. I don't have the right blades for it. That's it though, it's on with the clamps. So we're gonna weld some tabs on and get this sucker mounted. You guys are out?
Yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Alright, cool. Well, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Alright guys, so I welded 4 tabs on it. I eyeballed it, so I tack welded one on, test fitted the plate, it was right against it, and I did the other one. I eyeballed this one and it ended up working out, and then matched that one, and then check it. I put the plate back on it, used the clamp, and then I used the Sharpie and I marked the holes from the back. So now I'm gonna drill these out and we should be golden. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and I'll be right back at it. See you guys in a few. Alright guys, so I drilled 4 holes each corner. Countersink for the screws to sit somewhat flush. These are the quarter inch by 1 inch machine screws, stainless steel I picked up at Dixie Line. So let's mount it the plate and see how she looks. Well, there you have it. She's mounted. I didn't tighten the bolts all the way down. They're tight but not super tight, because I'm going to take it off again to finish welding everything, to paint. I think I have a little bit of time tonight to tack on the tabs for the lights. So I think I'm going to do that for the LED light bar and the little round lights, and just kind of go from there. So next step after this will be to weld it all the way through and all the joints that I haven't finished, and then after that I'm going to paint it, primer it, and then paint it with a truck bed liner. Oh, I still have to cap the tube ends. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Alright, well that's it for tonight. I mounted the upper lights only on the tabs. The lower light is just kind of laying there right now. I need to finish welding and then I'm going to tack that in place probably after I paint it, maybe. I don't know, because once it's tacked in, I won't be able to get my gun in between, like, in those spots right there to finish welds. So I'll finish welds tomorrow and then get that going. But for now, I gotta clean up. I'm tired, it's cold, but she looks mean. I like that a lot. That looks cool. All right, guys, we'll catch you tomorrow. It's been a good day, productive. Got a lot done today. So this morning I finished welding everything on his bumper, and now I'm gonna paint, primer, then paint, and then we should be good. I just masked her off. That's what it's gonna look like, and then we're gonna install the skid plate after it's painted and dried. Luckily it's sunny right now, so it'll have time to dry. All right, we'll show you guys when I'm done. Got her all primered up. Now it's on to truck bed liner. Almost done. It's done, it's painted, it looks great. I'm happy with the result. I'm gonna let it dry, and then after lunch I'm gonna install the lights back, and then I'm gonna end up grinding a little tiny area off and then welding the mounts for the light bar that's supposed to go there. But yeah, we're all good. We're all it's all painted, and now it's just a matter of drying and
I'm gonna go
maybe doing another coat later.
I'm gonna go close and show it.
Okay. So while I'm finished with the bumper, I painted it yesterday. Looks great. Installed the lights. I haven't wired them up yet. Well, they're already wired. I just have to connect the wires. I ended up cutting them, so I just have to redo the butt connectors and everything. But just looking good, looking real good. I'm impressed with how it came out. I ended up capping the ends too, so still a little piece of tape sticking out, but yeah, the ends are capped. I am gonna remove this bracket here, right here, and then trim this metal, or this plastic or whatever. Trim that out of the way so this section will look cleaner. And then over here, there's like a little, I don't know, it's like a little hole or whatever right there. I have these LED turn signals, so I'm gonna install those right there so I can be legal again and have some turn signals. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. In my rear bumper video, I'm gonna be a little bit more thorough on how I do things and like actually show you guys some more stuff with the welder, how I set up the welder, plasma cutter and all that stuff. The tube notcher, whether I get one by then or I'm still going to be doing it manually. Either way, it'll be a little bit more of an informative video. This front one, I just needed to get it done. I've been waiting too long to do it, and I wanted to make sure to get it done in a timely manner with all the holiday stuff going on, a bunch of appointments and all that. So I just want to get it done before it starts raining, get it painted and everything. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet for more fabrication videos coming up. I'll be building a lot more stuff than just bumpers. So yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit that sub and like, and stay tuned for more. Take care.